Welcome back
Welcome back,
to Puck Rock
Puck Rock
Rangers.
Rangers.
All right, welcome back. It's Tuesday, October 28th, mere days before Halloween. The Rangers have been outright spooky.
Trash.
Since the last we spoke, last episode was the season preview. You and I were pretty high on the club, and pretty high on the no BS mantra. So we'll get into all the actual bullshit that we've been seeing. It's been a couple weeks, so we need to catch up. What's going on with you, Steph?
Well, actually, the reason we haven't recorded in the last 2 weeks is because my family moved. Uh, we just need a little more space, and so we found a little bit of a bigger place for us, and it was more suitable. And I needed to set the studio up and everything else. But yeah, so we moved. So far, it's been a pretty smooth transition, and I'm trying to keep my voice down because the baby's room is kind of next door, and if we wake them up, it's going to be El Toupe. So yeah, no, life's been pretty decent. Work, I've been very busy doing a lot of cool tattoos. Yeah, that's about it. Life's good, and the Rangers are bad, and it's breaking my achy breaky heart. And yeah, that's what's going on with me.
Hey, life has been lifing.
Yep.
Full send is the way I've put it recently. On the positive, the pup Bojack has been training. His session is coming to an end, or the class is coming to an end. Next week will be the last session, and then we move on to like a little bit more advanced class. But he's doing really well. Growing up, I've been slacking on the content. I need to get a picture of him in some Rangers gear, so I'll get that posted soon. I know
Yeah.
the fans have been DMing and going crazy. Not really, but yeah. So
you like his jersey?
yeah,
You like the sweater? Well,
I'll
tell him
address
about that.
I'll address that right off the hop. So a couple weeks back, it's been Rangers lost a tough one to Toronto. My wife is not a diehard Toronto fan, but that's her team, and usually we'll take one of the games and make a little friendly wager. So
Sucks to
Rangers
suck.
Rangers lost. It's at least a team I don't,
Yeah.
it'd be one thing if she was a Devils fan or some shit like that. But
Oh my god.
I can rock this jersey pretty proudly, and it's not a huge deal. But
Yeah.
especially right now, I mean they're looking better than the Rangers. So.
All
But
right.
practicing. Just wanted to say real quick, Giants update. And if you saw my post on Instagram, you know where it's at, man. It's just raining down, up, sideways for Rangers and Giants fans. Cam Scatterbo, the running back rookie sensation that everyone's going crazy about, broke his ankle or dislocated or whatever happened last game. So that just blew the wind out of whatever wind there was in the sails of Giants fans. And before we get into it, I just wanted to issue an apology. Um, last episode, I showed up high on copium.
Me too.
I just wanted to apologize to the fans. I usually try to keep my personal life and what I do away, but I showed up high on copium. Feeling better this week. I've come back down to earth, and I just wanted to get that out the way, because I was high on this team.
Yeah.
And I feel like every pick everything I've said has just come crashing down. So we got a lot to get into, and I wanted to name this first segment "When We Last Left Our Zeros." It's been 2 weeks. Our last episode was on the eve of the season opening against Pittsburgh, 3-0 shutout loss. I just wanted to paint the picture of the last couple games, and then we'll get into it. That was followed up by a 4-0 shutout win in Buffalo. And then a hard-fought 1-0 shutout loss at home against the Caps. Are you noticing a trend at home? And another hard-fought, back-to-back actually, shutouts at home against the Caps and then against Edmonton. Both games that they played hard, both games that you could argue that they deserved better and that they could have won and just didn't. And you were thinking at that point in the season, the goals will come. The goals will come. That brings us to a Saturday night prime time game in Montreal. This at this point is the highlight of the season. This was a good game that actually had some guts and 3 goals in the third. Mika scores, Panarin scores. There's hits and it was just a hell of a game. And the Rangers win, and you feel like this is a turning point.
Yeah, you'd think.
This is where the good vibes stop. This takes us to the final 3 games of the 10-game stretch that we've been enduring. And I'll just rattle them off and then we'll get into our points here, Steph. So 3-1 home loss against Minnesota, a game that they started out poorly, kind of dialed it back or reeled it back and made a game of it, but really were never, much in or never really were in it. And it's gotten worse and worse. 6-5 OT loss to the Sharks, who at that time were in last place in the league. And then that is followed up by the most recent clobbering 5-1 against Calgary Flames in Calgary. And a game that they were just never in. The first two, were games. This was just a clobbering. So I said a lot of words. It's your turn. Where are you, man? I can read your body language, but tell everyone where you're at.
It's comical. I'm pretty disgusted at this team. Man, it's like you just expected so much better from them. We got the new captain, the new culture, all these things, the no BS,
New coach bump.
new coach bump. None of it's happening. This is just PTSD from last season where the Rangers just could not get it done. And you can talk about chances all you want. Yeah, they've had some chances, but this team has zero finish. They have zero finishing capability. And you want to believe in the players, but at the end of the day, the players just, you start second guessing if we've seen the best we're going to see from them. And at this point, I think it's fair to say we have. We've seen the best that these players can be. And players like Mika and Panarin. Um, I mean, hell, look at our top side. I don't know what you got in the game notes, but there's a lot to be said. I see you got something about star players. Like I'm assuming you're talking about our top six. Our top six has been trash. Our top six has produced none aside from that one game in Montreal. I mean, go down the list. Mika, he's got what, 2 goals on the season in 10 games. Uh, he's constantly making mistakes that lead to an instant goal or an overtime loss. You got JT Miller, like, yeah, he's gritty and grindy, but where's the production? He's not producing. Will Cooley took a major step back. He hasn't been producing. I don't think he has any points. He might have an assist or something. No goals, but he might have an assist
He
or
picked
two.
up
But
his first assist on the Laba goal.
yeah, so uh, who else we got? Lafreniere. Where is Lafreniere?
Well, all right. So
Like, I
we're gonna
get. Like,
we're
I'm
gonna
sorry,
talk.
I'm
No,
ranting.
no,
I'm
no.
ranting.
Rant on. I didn't mean to jump on you. We're gonna cover 2 things here because really, it's funny because it looks like a lot of notes and it's really not. All the notes are. It's been 2 weeks. There's been 10 games. We've seen some good, mostly bad. We've seen shutouts at home. We've seen them shut out a team. We've seen them run up the score one time. But it's been mostly shit. And the mantra no BS going into the season. I mean, you and I were hype. I was saying I'd buy a
Yeah.
shirt. I mean, it reminds me of the George Carlin bit. It is literally exploding with shit. That's what I feel like I'm watching. Like you said, no bullshit. I'm calling bullshit.
It's
I
all
mean, it
bullshit.
has been exactly bullshit.
Yeah.
No bullshit game. And they said in the interviews, "Oh, it's pretty self-explanatory. We want to be a hard team to play against." Is that what you're watching?
No.
Macklin Celebrini, 19-year-old kid, gets 5 points on us. Side note on that game, I celebrated big. Well, I didn't celebrate. I was not happy to see Will Smith score the OT winner, but I was like, hell yeah, he's on my fantasy team.
The Fresh Prince.
On the bench. On the bench. 2 goals to assist game on the bench.
Oh, I talk about fantasy just to add insult to injury. The first 2 weeks, I spanked my opponent. And then, I was having almost 500 points each week. And then this past week, it's like I have like 6 or 7 players that are day to day, injured reserve. Like my fantasy team is riddled with injury and sickness. And I got smeared badly. I think out of everyone in the league, I got the lowest amount of points because everyone on my roster is injured. I have no one to play, so I was so high on that. And then the
That is pretty
Rangers start
bad.
sucking, and then my fantasy team starts sucking. Everything crumbled all at once. And
You're not a Giants fan, are you?
no,
Dude, I'm telling
I've
you, man.
I've I've seen the scores.
I'm
I go on Google and look up the
yeah,
scores after the games. I don't really watch football, but
no.
I've been keeping up a little bit.
Dude, the Giants, I mean, it is just week after week historically bad shit going on with them.
Yeah.
And then the Rangers, like that's like my saving grace. Like, all right, I was telling Raynell even like last night. I was like, the Giants have been shit for 10 years, but at least the Rangers like have runs and kind of have some fun here and there. Dude, speaking of fun, I want to talk about fun. I want to talk about fun, FUN, for a second.
Make it quick because I feel like not. I don't feel like having too much fun right now.
Well, and I'm
I
not
just
talking about
can't.
having a lot of fun. I'm watching teams. I'm watching fights and I'm watching scrums and chirps and highlights and I'm watching Jack Hughes dance around and score in
How
overtime.
about the Devils?
How about the
God, I
Devils,
wanted
man?
them to suck so bad, and what did we get?
Side note, I did pop into Ace's stream the other day just to say what's up and
Oh, I bet he's happy as hell
I was
about the
like, dude, the
Rangers.
Rangers have been so fucking boring, and he's like, oh, it couldn't happen to a better team.
The
Hey, talk your shit, right?
Devils fans are so happy, but
Shout out Ace, he's a good dude,
yeah,
but it's just this team is not fun.
no,
This team is boring. This team is bad, and I think we just need to come to grips. Like I said, I was high as hell on hopium, whatever you want to call it, maybe a mixture.
yeah,
And we know you shouldn't do that. But I'm back to earth. I think Eminem has that line. Whoops, what's that? I'm gonna fuck this up. Up there goes gravity. Back to reality, or back to reality. Up there goes gravity. That's what we're dealing with, man. We're dealing with a bad hockey team that doesn't have a lot of skill. It's an aging core, and we need to just see it for what it is.
yeah,
And we got into this podcast thinking that this was a team that needed a couple pieces that was right there that just ran into a better Florida team, right?
yeah,
That if they made it past Florida somehow, could have probably done something, but ran into a better Florida team. No shame in that, right? Then they come back next year and the wheels fall off and they sell us on this whole bullshit rebuild or retool and no BS. And it's just been boring, uninspired. It'd be one thing if like there were big hits and like it was like, all right, the boys are playing hard, man. And you could make that case in the first couple games. Now that's gone. And last season, at least it took them to fucking like November, December to get bad.
I don't get
This is getting
how
better right now.
I don't get how professionals can be so fragile.
So I made a
How are
post.
you so fragile? You guys lose a couple games, you're snake bitten. It is what it is. How do you just quit? Like, how does that happen? Like, you're supposed to be like, all right, we've been snake bitten. Let's change that. Let's keep it going. But it's almost like 2 games, 3 games, 4 games. All right, we quit. We're not gonna. Nothing's ever gonna get better. We quit.
Dude, so I made a post a while back and I was trying to be snarky. And I said, how many goals or will the Rangers score at home before Halloween? And they got 1 goal at home before Halloween.
That's all we got. That's all we get is one
And
goal.
that post, I mean, it's not like that post was only 2 days old. I mean, that's for 10 games. 1 goal at home.
But didn't we the Sharks game was at home as well and we scored 5 in that. But
Am
then
I?
we lost it in overtime.
Oh, my goodness. I am mistaken. I'm sorry. Wait.
Yeah, the Sharks game was at MSG because they played the Devils the night before. Or they played the Islanders the night before. The
Okay.
Sharks were on their road trip. They came to
Sure.
MSG. We
I'm
finally
sorry,
broke the
Peter,
one
man. I'm
goal.
talking out of my ass.
Hey, Peter, man. So I feel like with the kids next door, it's like,
I tell you to edit that, but I know
you
you
know, I
won't.
can hear you.
I know you won't.
Just come over here.
You. But anyway, sorry about that. I'm wrong. I was wrong about that. But either way, man, this has been boring, dude. And I think we just need to come to grips with like, if this team can turn it around and get scrappy and make things interesting, great.
Yeah.
But this is not like, what did I say? Second place in the
Can
Metro.
can I give my observation as to what's going on?
Please observe.
So the top six all season, besides that one outlier game in Montreal where our top six actually produced, the top six has been invisible. And you could blame it on the Vinny Trocheck or whatever being out,
We're
but
missing Vinny.
that's not fair. We do miss Vinny, but that's not fair. Our bottom six, after Vinny Trocheck got injured, it seems like our bottom six really stepped up and kind of gave us hope, right? They were playing good, especially our fourth line. Every single time they're out there, you know there's a possibility that we're going to be spending a lot of time in the ozone. We're going to be making them play defense. All right, so now we go against what is it? The Minnesota Wild, Revo, and yeah, so Revo and Rempe get in a fight. I guess Rempe got injured somehow. He's out. So now our bottom six has to get jumbled. The bottom six is jumbled, and now they're not able to do what they were doing before. So our top six, which is non existent, stayed the same, but without our bottom six actually kind of picking up the slack, this is the product that we get. A 5-1 loss against one of the worst teams in the league. And I also want to call out myself and a fan base by saying we are no longer allowed to say we lose to bad teams because we are a bad team. We are not a good team. So all that we're losing to the bottom two. I don't know if you know this or not, but if you go and look at the standings for the entire league and go to the percentage, the game percentage, not the points because there's different amounts of games played, but the percentage. The Rangers are fourth to last. They are 28th in the league when it comes to point percentage. And the three teams that we lost to were Calgary, or the three teams below us is Calgary, San Jose, and Minnesota. Those are the three teams below us, and they all three beat us.
Yeah.
We are a bad team. We are not cut out
we
for
are a
anything.
bad team. We are a bad team,
yes.
Straight up. And until further notice, a bad team. And Calgary is 32nd in the league in goals for. Guess who's 31st?
The Rangers?
New York Rangers.
It's just disgusting. Our expectations have been severely
I think
dismantled.
The Rangers have like 21 goals on the season or 22 or something. Let's just do some quick math. Over 10 games. I mean, that's just over 2 goals a game. That is atrocious.
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
In this economy.
Yep.
When teams are scoring, goals. I mean, like Ottawa here. Ottawa, Boston, 4-1.
There's no inflation with the New York Rangers.
This is a recession.
We're in a major recession. It's 2008 all over again.
All right, so let's get into these star players because I do have some notes and I told Stefan before we started recording that I'm gonna do my best to not go completely scorched earth and just rip these guys, But
how can you justify
I'm gonna keep
their
it real.
behavior?
So I'm gonna go down the line. Mika Zibanejad, and we'll go back and forth. Mika Zibanejad, we're right back to dry hair Mika.
Mika Zibanejad.
We're right back to snippy with the media. We're right back to whiffing pucks that lead directly to goals against.
How many times has he whiffed it this season?
At least I can't count the whiffs.
At least 4.
There's at least the 2 whiffs that stand out
were the ones that they scored instantly on us.
Toronto in overtime.
Yep.
And then the whiff most recently against Ottawa, where it's like at that time
where they got the shorthanded goal.
Yeah, shorty. And then right after that shorthanded goal on the same power play, got a 2-on-0.
Yeah, they had 2 2-on-0s.
That was disgusting.
So they scored on a 2-on-0, and then they had another one right immediately after. So, it's just, what the hell is going on?
And the crazy thing about Mika is it's not even an effort thing. He looks like he's playing hard. He's just not good.
Like I said, we've seen the best we're gonna see from him.
And I'll be honest, like when he scored that power play goal the other day, I emoted. Because I'm a fan. Let's be honest, I'm a fan. I might, hold these guys accountable or be critical sometimes, but I'm a fan.
Yeah.
But I'm it's getting hard to root for this team. Uh, I have Bread and JT kind of in the same category. 2 goals each in 10 games. JT's turning the puck over. JT's, hunched over on the bench looking like he's about to die. Dude, if you're not playing, if you're not feeling, if you can't play and you're hurt, sit out. Especially now. It's early in the season. You know what I mean? We'll get
Yeah.
through. And
It's crazy that Taylor Radish is our top goal scorer
hold your
right now.
nose.
Yeah, he's our top goal scorer right now. And our top point producer is Adam Fox, a defenseman. And I know he's a superstar, but it doesn't matter. He's a defenseman.
But
He's not
it,
supposed to be the top point guy.
if someone told you, unless this changes, but like by November 1st, the goal scorer leader on this team, 1 and 2, is going to be Radish and Parsonen, the salad boys, the vegetable boys.
Third line
I mean,
clubs.
come on, get that shit going. All right, Lafreniere. I'm gonna let you start off this one.
Lafreniere.
Lax Freniere.
Yeah.
I know this is a stretch, but I was saying Lax don't care. Lexi Lax don't care. But years ago I sent this DM to Johnny when they were doing Blue Crew
Yeah.
and stuff, and I likened Lafreniere to, God, I can't even remember his name, but like the star player on the Goon that was struggling. I think it was
Doug the Thug Glatt.
no, that's the Goon, but like
Oh,
there was
yeah.
a star player, and his name's actually like Lafron something, but like he was kind of like back and forth from the NHL to the league they were in, couldn't get it together. That was kind of like a subplot of that movie. But anyways, body language terrible, defense terrible, zero confidence, no killer instinct. It's one thing if the guy's just not going and the pucks aren't going. He's been actively bad,
Yeah.
and I think I had him as my X factor this season. Maybe I can't remember, but like we were both kind of high on him coming back this season, and
Yeah.
and and obviously it's still early, but he's looked horrible.
It's been brutal. It's been brutal. Yeah.
He's been awful,
Lafreniere has been
and
absolutely atrocious. He doesn't drive the play.
this is year 6. He is absolutely a bust until further notice.
He'll dump and chase and then get on the forecheck, but it seems as if he never wins the board battle. Very rarely does he win the board battle. It's like he'll dump and chase, and then next thing you know, you blink your eyes and it's a 3-on-2 the other way.
I mean, we're at a point where like we just played Macklin Celebrini, who was the number 1 overall pick, and you can't even market it as number 1 pick versus number 1 pick because it's not even a competition. And the funny thing is, one guy's in year 6 and one guy's in year 2. One guy's in his like mid-20s, one guy's 19. It's a fucking joke.
Shit show.
And then Cooley, I said this, I've defended Cooley in comment sections and I've seen this happen with Ranger players. I've seen it happen with players of other teams. Someone has a good season or two and they get overvalued, overhyped, and everyone jumps on board. And I'm not trying to be pretentious, but I was a Cooley guy from day one. Now everyone, Cooley was a bright spot in a very, very dark season.
Yeah.
He was the diamond in the rough. You know what I mean? He was the turd that floated to the top. In a season that was just fucking awful.
I'd have rather had Quentin Byfield.
Then laugh. You're still on laugh?
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
Oh, I don't know why I was thinking when you were talking all this crap about Will Cool, or when you were saying all that about Will Cooley, I just instantly my mind went back to
You heard
Lafreniere.
turd.
I heard a turd, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, he's talking about Laugh still."
No, I'm talking about Cooley.
I was zoned out, raging in my own head.
The point I'm making about Cooley is and I feared this would happen, and I'm seeing it happen now. Is that fans clung to him and overvalued him, and the reality is he's probably a middle sixer career wise. He plays a hard game. He might not ever score 40, 50 goals. That's okay. You need guys like that, but that's what happens. Like, the team sucks and people start turning their back on everyone. So I'm not trying to be a Cooley apologist, but I think give him time. He's definitely had a bad start. But he can absolutely turn it around. In the game he plays a hard, honest game. So even if he's not scoring, he's contributing.
Yeah.
He's not doing drive-bys. He's still throwing big hits. I worry with guys like that this team will rub off on them. So hopefully Cooley can make it out.
And in all fairness, when you don't have anybody else producing, what can you do? Like, unless you're a
It's
Connor
not like any of
McDavid,
these guys are setting Cooley up and he's not making opportunities.
unless you're a Connor McDavid, where you can just go coast to coast and score goals and take over the game by yourself single handedly, which is extremely rare. Maybe like 2 or 3 guys in the league are able to do that, which we don't have one on our team.
Look at our best players. They're not even. I mean, they're not Connors. They're not Leons. They're not even Kucherovs. They're not
But
Stamkoses in their prime. I mean,
when you're out there with somebody who's not even barely trying, it seems like there's only but so much you can do by yourself. So, it is what it is. Will Cooley, he gives the effort, he plays hard, but he's not producing. But think about why he's not producing. He's out there with other guys who also are not producing, and they're not setting him up, and they're not driving plays.
not for nothing. He's making half the money Lafreniere is making, and
That contract is aging well.
aging like sour milk. But
Yeah.
he's making half the money that Lafreniere is making, and can you say he's only doing half the impact? He's been a better player than Lafreniere. He's at least not actively sucking.
Yep.
Um, I don't I don't know. I don't.
Breadman, we didn't go over him.
What's to say?
He's been the same as everything we just said about Lafreniere can also be said about Miller.
And
It could be Bread.
and Mika.
Mika Trocheck's injured, so he gets a pass for now. But if he was out there, he'd
suck
probably
too
be
now.
doing the same.
No.
I mean,
it's
he might
funny.
be. Our power play might get a little better, but that's about it.
I've been talking about how boring things are, and then we lose guys like Trocheck and Rempe, and it's
Rempe, the saving grace.
literally a vanilla sandwich with mayo on white bread.
Yeah. It's pathetic. Our fourth line is the most exciting line to watch out there, and that is just that's not okay. Like, what do you do? It's not Sullivan's fault. What's Sullivan supposed to do? He got brought into this organization for a roster that doesn't have the capability of scoring goals. Like,
no, I feel for Sullivan.
Yeah.
I'm not ready to. I'm not even close to ready to turn my back on him. Or look,
I wasn't ready to turn my back on Gerard Gallant
he
or
inherited
Peter
this.
Laviolette.
What? Yeah,
I wasn't ready for literally like.
Laviolette
Yeah, I might have
definitely
chanted.
lost me
I
to
might
that.
have chanted, but chanted "Fire Laviolette" or "Laviolette down." But thinking back on it, it's like, what was he supposed to do? What could he have done? He looked just as defeated as we did.
Yeah,
He was literally like a sad fan.
a sad fan. Yeah,
Every interview, I don't know what to tell you. This is, our team. We got to do better.
Because he can't say, I've been coaching a long time. I've never seen such a shit show. Bunch of crybabies, dude. It'll always be my team, but please, if it's gonna be Drury or the next guy, please fix this team and make them likable again.
But you got to think back in.
We got guys like no disrespect. I mean, Will Borgen, I'm sure he's a good guy, but Will Borgen.
I mean,
and Carson Soucy and
if these
Harsonen and
if this organization protects the players way too much.
It's a country club.
It takes me back to when Toronto and Boston were in the playoffs. They were in, they had game 6. David Pastrnak had a really bad game. Toronto beat him. Sheldon Keefe goes in the media and calls him out. He says Pasta's not been good enough. He goes back there and tells Pasta, hey, I called you out in the media, so be on the lookout for it. I'm just letting you know. Game 7 comes around. Pasta lights it up and gets the game winner in overtime. Because the coach was not shielding his feelings, and he wasn't like, what is it about this team that their feelings are protected more than the results that they're not producing? it's terrible. Call these guys out. Like us as fans, we are dying for someone to put a fire on their ass.
It brings out the worst in you because like
Yeah,
I'm a pretty chill dude, and I'm pretty
very.
like I'm pretty forgiving and pretty liberal on some things, and like I find myself being an asshole towards these guys where it's like fuck your feelings, and it's like
Well,
I'm
they're
not.
not making it very hard.
No, they're not
They're making
rootable.
it really easy
They're not
to
rootable.
dislike them.
They're not rootable.
Yeah.
I feel the same way about the Giants. I hate to keep bringing them up, but the Giants are not a likable team. Aside from Jackson Dart, yeah, he's the future's bright. He looks good. Cam Scatabo before he went out. It's not a likable team. I feel the same way about this Rangers team. Not a likable team.
Yeah, it's pathetic.
So
I'm sick of it. Megan stopped watching. Megan's kind of stopped watching with me because she just says that they're just. What she says is she throws her hands up. She's like, "What happened? What happened to the team that?"
the
Because
team,
she just
because it
started.
was fun. Because if you're not a diehard, like she watched because it was fun,
She watched
and
because it was fun. She got into it with
we're
me.
watching because we're psychos.
She started watching in the 23-24 season.
Yeah.
So she watched that and was like, damn, hockey is sweet. And now, for the past whole entire season, she saw that. She stopped watching last year because she's like, this sucks. This year, she sees my mood and she sees how I'm reacting to it. And she's like, I'm not even going to watch again because I know it's not going to be fun.
This is no bullshit, and I told Raynell this many times this spring watching hockey in the playoffs. Just as a casual observer, the Rangers were not in it, so all I really wanted was good games, right?
Yeah.
And I'm watching teams flying out there, and just the guts and I'm like, there's none of that in
I'd
this
love to
team,
have
dude.
a Lomberg on our team.
The Lamborghini,
Lamborghini?
dude, that dude's a beauty.
Lomberg's a beauty.
One shift I watched, he dumped Fox twice, and then went up to one of our other guys and like cross checked him. I was like, he's a wrecking ball, dude. We don't have
Yeah.
any of that, man.
He's the Cam Scatterbo of Calgary Flames. That's what
Dude,
he is.
this this team is just awful, man.
Lomberg's a beauty.
It's just
He's a very likable
this
guy.
team is the stain on my jersey that I've been trying to cover up. But all right, so let's wrap this thing up, man, because I could sit here and talk shit about this team all
Yeah.
night, but really we got things to do and kids to try to get to bed, or in your case,
I don't hear him.
I think it's worked. I think our show has put them to sleep.
Yeah, I don't hear him. If you have kids, bribe them with candy. It works.
So we're gonna wrap things up. The Rangers wrap up this Western road trip with as you're listening to this, it's Tuesday, so they play later tonight, Tuesday in Vancouver. They'll go to Edmonton and Seattle on Tuesday and Thursday, respectively. And then they come back home Saturday to play Carolina Hurricanes, who I heard won't have Keandre Miller because he's hurt. So the Keandre Miller tribute video and booze will have to wait.
Yeah.
But any thoughts on these games coming up?
There
I think,
better be another helmet throw.
honestly, I mean, if they split, like if they win Vancouver and Seattle and lose the other two, I'll be tickled.
I mean, realistically, I'm not 100% hopeless. I do know that this team's not good, but I felt that same exact way before the Jacob Trouba helmet throw. I felt the same exact way before the Connor Mackey fight. Like, sometimes in a season, it's just one thing that has to happen for them to really just get it together and start playing differently. And I'm just like, I'm a sucker because I'm just waiting for it every night, night in and night out. I'm like, all right, where's the helmet throw? Where's the Connor Mackey fight?
Yeah.
Where's the big, crazy hit on somebody that's going to fire these boys up? Where is it? Where's that one thing that's going to change the way they think and change the way they play for the fans? Because as of right now, it's the double barrel middle finger to us. That's the way I see it, and it makes me not even want to watch. Like, if it's a national broadcast game, I don't even want to use the data on my phone to like watch it. Like, I'm gonna because I'm a sucker, but it's too much. I don't know.
It just
I'm fed up.
it
I'm
just
really fed up with this team.
like losing and winning is one thing, but it's obviously you want your team to win, but let it be fun. Let the wins or the losses be fun. Let the games be exciting. They haven't been. So hopefully that'll change. Hopefully they can figure this out. And look, as dark and grim as this episode's been, we're only 10 games
I also want to say
in.
there's this quote that I love. It's once is a happening, twice is a coincidence, three times is a pattern. How many times are we at now?
Hundreds.
Hundreds. Like the pattern is set and something has got to give. Something has to change. And maybe it's Chris Drury. Maybe it's a big trade. But then again, like we thought that last season and a big trade happened and the team crumbled.
What I'm
Like I
what,
have no answers.
what
I
I'm
don't have
honestly
answers. I
what I'm
don't know the answers.
preparing for is a continued retool until the organization gets their no BS type players that they want, or we're just being gaslit and none of this shit matters.
That's how it feels. Like we're
That's
being
definitely how it
gaslit. Like
feels.
they're so secretive. It's
The
such a
no oh
secretive
they
organization.
and that circle's secretive and not fun. No social media presence. I mean, just a
No.
boring team, man. We're trying to make it fun for you guys, and with that in mind, maybe even get some like music guests, and we'll get back on that. Life's been lifing. Got to get back on that, but
Yeah.
I think we can wrap things up here. It seems like a good place. The tone and tenor has gone up and down.
Time to set the tone, boys.
You know what? And real quick
Time to get
before
the
we do
tone.
this,
Time to get the tone set.
something new I wanted to do this season, and God, we're off to a terrible start to bring this segment in. But like they do in Letterkenny, or like they do in Shoresy, they give out game sticks. We're not going to do one for every single game. I think we do one for an episode.
Got a stick right there.
So the game stick.
You want to get the game? You want to get that? Here, let me see it. Here's my hockey stick, made in Ukraine. So you're supporting the Ukrainians.
Yeah,
that's what the guy at the pro shop told me.
Nice, support Ukraine. So I'm gonna give the game stick this week to Noah Laba. He got his first goal. He's looked good. He took a puck to the face. Was out there like minutes later with the fishbowl and the big fat lip. So keep it up, kid. Game stick goes out to you this week.
Put a glove on.
Do you have a game stick, or are you good with that?
I'll give out the game gloves, and they go to Matt Rempe because.
Get well soon, Matt.
Yeah, get well soon, Matt.
And Troach, get back, please.
Yeah, we need you, man. This
This
is getting ridiculous. He's a glue guy. We need him.
Yeah, we need our glue guys. We need our big Labrador Retriever. We need some fun, right? So I think that's all I have.
Like, follow, subscribe,
Please
tell
do,
a friend,
yes.
Write a letter, send an email, reply to our prompts so we can shout you out on the next episode. Do all that good stuff. It helps us get out there. It helps the algorithm. And we're trying to grow and have fun, and hopefully the boys can turn it around, right?
Yeah.
All right. So forever hold your peace.
Until next time.
All right. Take care, guys.
Thanks.